2020 YZ450F is the latest in a long line of championship-winning motocross bikes. Yamaha developed the first modern four-stroke motorcycle. The story started back in 1997 when Doug Henry won the San Diego Supercross, and the production bike started from that. Now, over those years, the result is the fastest motocross machine we've ever made. The last major model change happened in 2018. There was a all-new model. It came with a smartphone tuning. And now for 2020, they've revisited the drawing board. There were major changes to the engine, the chassis, the suspension and the brakes. Now, the aim of these changes is to cut faster laps. Starting off with the engine, we've got a lighter, more compact cylinder head. We've got a lighter piston and it runs a higher compression ratio. And these changes are not designed to increase bulk power because the bike is fast enough as it is. The way it delivers power is more seamless, it's a wider range, it's more usable, and it's easy to get that power down to the track. The way the engine is positioned in the frame, rearward slanting and canted slightly back, really helps with the handling of this motorcycle. Improvements can always be made. In 2020, they've revised the rigidity of the chassis. We've been running this aluminium bilateral beam frame for a while now, and we're really starting to perfect it. What they've done is they've relaxed the rigidity tension of the frame, so the machine is much more comfortable to ride. They've also changed the shape and the material of the engine mounts, and that improves the feeling and the feedback from the 2020 model. The frame comes in lighter than the 2019 model, and that's designed to operate really effectively with a new front end. The front end has been tuned for rigidity, so it's been relaxed slightly. Similar to the 2019 model, this new bike runs the KYB twin chamber speed sensitive forks and the KYB suspension system, and the settings are much firmer than the last year's model. If we take a look at the brakes, they're all new for 2020. The front brake has a wider contact patch on the disc. It's still 270mm rotor. The friction material on the pads is new, and the actual biting area of those pads has been increased as well. At the back, we've had some weight savings to the rear caliper. The disc is actually down in size for 245, but the drilling and the shape of the new disc really enhances its heat dissipation properties. There's a lot of weight saving on this motorcycle. All the componentry has gone under the microscope, including the bolts that are now concave instead of convex. There's a little bit of weight saving there. The front end, as we mentioned earlier, has got a lot of weight saving, and the foot pegs as well. The foot pegs are now thinner, saving weight, but they're still strong, still wide, and give a lot of grip. The first thing you'll notice if you come off a 2019 bike is the position of the handlebars, which are now 15mm further forward and 5mm lower. Now, if that doesn't suit you, of course, that's designed to get your weight further over the front for steering and turns. But if you don't like that, you can change the bars. They are adaptable and changeable into 4 different positions. When it comes to servicing, the YZ450F, like other Yamahas, has the top feed air filter. Of course, it's a downdraft system where the air goes straight into the engine, and it's positioned away from all the muck and the grime and everything. But this has a new filter system. It's a new seal and a very simple 1-bolt operation to release the cover. And it's a high flow system that once again aids the performance of the engine. Now in 2018, Yamaha introduced smartphone tuning on this machine, which means on your iPhone or your Samsung, you can change the map settings at a press of a button. So you can change the ignition and fuel settings just using your smartphone. And new for 2020, we have this blue button, handlebar mounted button. That's a dual map button. And essentially you can load a standard map and a traction map and swap between the two on the fly. So now we have 4 buttons on the handlebars. We have the electric start, the next one along is the launch control button, we have the engine kill button, and then the blue power map button as well. New tyres are specified for 2020 model. So these are Dunlop MX33s, the latest high traction tyre from Dunlop with a really aggressive pattern to suit a wide range of riders. The bike comes in 2 great colours. This Team Yamaha blue one here, as you can see, with a silver flash through the sublimated graphics. It's also available in a special edition grey, which looks super trick. And the pricing remains the same as the 2019 model, so it's a great value for money package.